Alright, I'm finally here. We can begin. I was all ready to start, and then something came up, and then took me an extra moment, and now my headphones won't cooperate. Anyways, here we are. It's exciting and wonderful. We apparently have my volume way turned up. Anyways, we're going to do the last couple crowns tonight. It's been a long process, but we should only have 2 more of them left to go. Which should just be Lion's Mane and then Fel. So, that's where we're going to start. That's what we're going to do. We're going to start with Lion's Mane and leave Fel for the last one. It would be really striking if somehow I didn't get the remaining 2 crowns tonight. That would be quite a challenge. God, it's been so long since I played Lion's Mane. We knocked out all of her combos such a long time ago. And she is one of my favorite champions, so it has felt a bit of a shame that I haven't gotten to play her in a long time. So Triple Crown Challenge, when you mean the Hat Trick Challenge, where we do all their champion paths back to back. I was considering starting that immediately after this, basically. Because I do want to do that. And I had a lot of fun doing that with Monster Train 1. But yeah, we'll see. I will probably do it soon just because it's a fun challenge to work on. Regardless, just double check. It was Remnant, correct? I'm not crazy. Yep, Remnant, and then it'll be Lazarus with Fel. So, let's see what we get. God damn it, of course it's Pyre of Entropy. This is not a terrible start, though. Yeah, don't hate this. Although, being up against Savagery is not the best. Like, it's fine. But Dominion would have been better. Do I care? Chances are I actually don't care about either of these. I mean, the Manifold Mirror's fine. Especially if we hit, like, Zone of Silence. But Wax or Snuffer, while normally very good, I don't super care about. Just because I'm probably going to run out of capacity pretty quickly, and also Pyre of Entropy makes it harder to take capacity, because it's dumb fucking awful Pyre. Whatever, we'll take Manifold Mirror. There's a lot of chance that it does little to nothing for us. But, that's fine. So, pretty sure we're going to go with Everbloom. Just because, I mean, maybe I don't. Maybe I do want, actually might want Spore Singer. At least 1 rank of it right now. Because I already do have a bit of, like, spawn with the spawning pods. Which I can make that whole situation better over time. I can also maybe cross-path into Everbloom later. But the big problem with the Moral Mistress for us right now is just that it's somewhat inconsistent. And so having the guaranteed decay every turn does help us quite a bit. So, I think we're going to do that. It especially helps us in Relentless for the time being. Fine. I actually meant to do this differently, but I guess we're gonna do that. Okay, unfortunately our dudes are taking a lot of damage, and that is painful, but whatever. Okay, so it's gonna look a little weird, but then we're gonna do that. So now we have them all on the same floor. Unfortunately, I'm not going to draw into my other consume card anytime soon, which is sort of okay. I guess I may as well prevent him from doing damage there. Okay. Yeah, I guess I'm gonna do that. It's not like my favorite thing, but fine. I would have rather have the Drip Fall right now. What I really would have preferred would have been to have the spawning pods right now. But that's enough for the kill either way. I was pretty sure that was going to be enough, and even if it wasn't, we would have a chunk of decay on him going into next turn anyways, which would make up some of the difference. But there we go. So the glow up is generally good. I think I want the spawning pods right here. Infectory is not bad either, though. Actually, might want the Infectory. It's not like the best use case for Manifold Mirror, obviously, but it does just help with the defense, and I need help with the defense. But I do also like spawning pods. You do have an edge unit. I mean, yes, that's partly why I like spawning pods. Still wish that Spore Touch could be given the plus 20 magic power and consume. Really wish that could be the case. It would support the clan way better if that were possible. Like, it's fine. It's a sort of underwhelming card, but it's whatever. Yeah, I guess we'll take this, and then we're gonna take this just because it says consume on it. I do want to go to the Merchant of Steel, but we're going here. Yeah, Deathcap Prophet's not bad. Balm of Bellow is not what we want. The problem with Deathcap Prophet is it's also not what I want, because it's a great unit, but made irrelevant by Pyre of Entropy, because Pyre of Entropy sucks. I mean, Balm Bellow's okay for me, kind of, right now. Just really not great long-term, but it's got bulk, and it's got spikes. Could have been great with Waxer Snuffer, feels bad, man. I mean, kind of, but we would have to have a very different looking deck for it to matter, mostly. I still might take him right now just for... Yeah, fine. So we're going to hold over Dripfall. The problem is I would like to put Intrinsic on it, and so I kind of want to leave a slot open for that, but I also don't. We're just going to do that, I guess, and then we're not going to do Remove Consume because we want things to consume. And then I'm not going to have enough for the -2 consume if I see it, so we just reroll. Okay, so you're going there, you're going there, and then you go on the next floor, and we're going to try to drip fall you down. Well, not exactly what we wanted. I do want to get rid of the Calcified Ember, but I'm not going to. I'm just going to do this. The Flagellants at least do dramatically less damage on low floors. Also, I'm glad that we get the Collector. That's partly why I played this guy here. Okay, so you're coming down. May as well do all that. The Hollow Drippings doesn't do anything on its own for me right now because I don't have any burnout units. Well, unfortunately we don't have the spawning pods, but it doesn't matter. Again, this is partly why we took Spore Singer, because it just makes our deck so much more consistent. Like, it's a very good path. I mean, Loam Coat is nice. I do quite enjoy it, but I think we're probably just taking another spawning pod. So, ta-da. So Merchant Magic would be nice to find, like, Intrinsic for the Dripfall. And or to, like, make a Spore Touch into a Consume card would also be appreciated. Merchant of Arms, like, Zone of Silence could be good, although expensive. I don't want Inferno Room. Like, there's some okay things I could hit. Mostly I don't care that much, I think. I mean, like, I could find Weapons Cache and then, like, try to get Loam Coach or something. Echo Vault, you're right, could also be good. That actually would be pretty solid. I think we're probably going to go to this one and just go to the Merchant of Magic now. Okay. Holdover and Double Stack is interesting. Gonna skip on those. Though they're good units, just not what we want right here. Sure. It's definitely a little bit greedy, but that's fine. What do you got for me? I had considered that we might see this. And I'm tempted to do the Spore Touch. What I think we're going to do is the Spawning Pods. It's not 0 cost, but it's still pretty good for us. We're not making 5 Balmabellos either. I almost forgot to click this on for some reason. Just draft Great Decay and problem solve. I mean, I would be generally happy to see Great Decay, although it would fuck up the, it would fuck up the Drip Falls, and that I don't really want to do. That's fine, we'll just do this. Okay, she's gonna be dazed for 2 turns, but, like, I don't care. So you are only gonna have 1 decay on you next turn, which won't be enough, so we'll just do that. So you are going to die. Okay, so you're not gonna die as is. So we're going to daze you, and then decay a bunch of you. Oh look! Welcome back, my friend! And then via a combination of their own damage output and the decay, they just kind of collapse. Ta-da! That could use a bit of sap for Seraph. I mean, we'll be fine, sort of. I'll just hear to that. The Drip Falls will take care of most of our problem. Like, yeah, there are some things that I would like to line up between now and then. Spike of the Legion's cute. Also, maybe want the Mitosis Cap. Probably want the Mitosis Cap. Gonna skip these. Puffball would be good if I had the glow up that I skipped on. Constant Pyre damage is annoying on the Spire. Yep, I hate playing the Spire. And to be clear, it's like strength-wise, it's like B tier. It's pretty decent, solid, not the strongest, not the weakest. Anyone who tries to tell you it's the best is lying to you. Don't listen to them. But like, it's fine. But it does anger me actually playing it. It's just very annoying. So dualism is what we wanted. Those are not. What I wanted was Smidgestone. But this is fine, I guess. We're not taking Inferno Room. Boiler Room is okay. Spell Sanctum is interesting, but I think mostly just not important for us. Kind of. Mostly, so like, I'm gonna be taking double Ember anyways. So how much do I think I actually need a discount? Like, it's not bad other than it's a pain to play. So we can go to 8 deployment Ember later. Do have lots of shards to play. Yeah, I mean, that's part of why I'm considering this right now. It just makes my life a little easier. Might want to go here, though. Do I care about Boiler Room? I guess I will take the Boiler Room. I don't know that we're gonna actually use it, but that's fine. Incant Spawn is nice. I think we're going to be doing enough decay that this doesn't really matter. We'll just go with the Incant Spawn for a little bit better defense. I am disappointed that we didn't hit Smidgestone. Oh well, that's fine. We'll be okay. Alright, so we're still going to let the Balm and Bellow come out here, even though it's not exactly what I want. Fine, whatever, so be it. Yep, that's not what we wanted to draw, but fine. Like, this shouldn't be too big of a deal, especially because I'm gonna have the Drip Falls eventually. Well, we'll just make some fungi there and get you killed, and then I get the extra Ember. Okay. So we're gonna bring you down. And then we're gonna murder some folks. And then we're going to do what we can to not take fire damage, but we needed to get her on the right floor because it makes us dramatically better. Hey, guess what? We're going to mitosis cap you. That's happening. And then you, my fine friend, are going to join us where you belong. And then we'll play this. I don't care that it saps me. It generates an extra fungi. Is the game more fun after the balance changes? Yeah. I mean, I definitely quite enjoyed it before the balance changes, but the balance changes I definitely think are good changes. I'm very in favor of basically all of them. There's only a couple that I don't like. And more or less, basically, the only things I don't like are... essentially, I just wish that a couple units got changed that didn't get changed, like Shadow Siege. And I don't like what was done to Titan's Gratitude. It's better than it was, but it's still a terrible card. And it didn't take a lot to make it into a good card, and for whatever reason they didn't want to. But anyways, overall, yes. Game is... They were good changes, for sure. Mushroom doesn't matter to us. Pox is bad for us, and Cherry Deathcap is not good. Do I care about resin removal? That's a great question. I mean, it's good. But do I care? I suspect I actually don't. It has some use cases, but it should be fine without it. If we were up against, like, Damage Shield Kale, maybe... Also, I maybe should take the Crushing Demise. I don't think we need it, though. I kind of want to go here. Don't know what I would dupe, though. Might be another Dripfall. Might just be more Spawning Pods, since they are so good for me. Really wish that the Dripfall had Intrinsic on it, but that's fine. Alternatively, going here, I could find Steward's Quarters, which would then allow me to be a little better situated with the Moral Mistress. I can also just stop playing the Ball and Bellow, which is probably what's going to happen. But it would also be nice to just have a little bit more capacity. Or I could also get, like, Exile's Diadem, even though that costs a little bit to play. I think we're just going here. Especially because if we get, like, World-Ending Strain, that's incredibly good for us. We don't need that. I almost always... Like, I almost click on it just out of reflex. But, again, with this Pyre, we're hitting 10 draw anyways by the end of the game. We don't need Pyre Tap. We don't need Encased Ember. Don't care about these in the slightest. I mean, Plate Mail's fine. I don't know that I want it, but we could put it on the fungi, and it just gives us a big bunch of bulk. No, I'm just gonna skip. It's fine for us, but mostly I think it's just a distraction. Okay, let's make another of these, and then let's get to work a little bit and just cut out some of the chaff. Let's get rid of that. And we'll leave that for now. I mean, our deck is in largely very good shape. We have kind of built-in defense. We have a lot of offense. I'm still going to play him out, even though it does worry me not having the Moral Mistress where we want it. Yeah, in the ideal world, we get the Drip Falls, though, and then everything's fine. Because I don't care in the slightest that they're dazed for multiple turns. Because that does not fucking matter. And yes, this guy does harvest fungi constantly. Does not matter. And yeah, he survives, so what? Like, he'll die to that anyways, and even if he didn't, I could just Drip Fall him again if I needed to. Ta-da! Well, unfortunately, we're not playing out every card that we have, which is why we want the boiler room. So I'm not going to have many consume cards for the second go-around of my deck, but we're also not really going to... Like, it's fine. Well, hopefully we draw some of the consume cards, but even if we don't, we should be more or less okay. Maybe, turns out not. Yeah, there we go. Unsurprisingly, just putting a lot of decay on dudes helps. Also, I have way more Ember now, thanks to the boiler room. Does take us a little while to kill him, but that's fine. There we go. Oh boy. Truffles is bad. Don't need any of these. Don't need intent on death. I could take it just for the sake of it, though. I'll take it. It's a little silly and ultimately not at all necessary, but I'll still do it. We're going here. I can sort of use the healing. We definitely wanted intrinsic, so I can put on the Drip Fall, because that does make our life a lot more consistent. Also makes it cost 0, which is nice. It's a consume card if nothing else. I mean, yes, that's also why I took it, for sure. Again, unfortunately, can't put this on the Spore Touch. Really wish I could, but I can't. Holy Stone doesn't matter. We're not going to be taking enough damage that I care. Sure, we'll Spell Chain that. It might matter. Okay, I'm not going to worry with the double stack. We're just trying to make our deck as good at its job as we can. No matter how hard you jank Rand, you can't put the upgrade there. Yeah, but I should be able to put it there. It would just be such a good change for the clan. Okay, so we're gonna do that, and that, and that, and that, and I guess that, because I just have too many of these guys now. Under Legion is good enough as is, no need for buffs. I mean, yes, but it's also just a good quality of life thing. But yes, they are a rather good clan. Do I dare? Kind of. Do I really want another Mitosis Cap unit? You know what? I do. I do want that in my life. Yeah, here we are, whatever. Oh, let's actually do this slightly differently. Because before I move you, I could just do Spore Touch, then do that. Have that and make one extra troop. I mean, I don't really need to do the Drip Fall, but I'm gonna do it anyways. I take the 1 damage this way, but like, who cares? Okay, poor Moral Mistress gets abandoned, but that's okay. All my dudes get regen and spikes now, which is cute. Since Balmabello does have an Extinguish trigger, even if it's largely irrelevant to me. God, if only we had World-Ending Strain. It'd be real good for us. I mean, there's a number of other good things as well, but World-Ending Strain is definitely, like, the ideal. I mean, more than that, what we really want is we want some of the consume cards that propagate themselves, so that I have no possible way to run out of consume cards. Also, the cards that do that are just good cards. I mean, Racking Pain's not bad. I'll take it. And then Under Treasure would be nice too. Yeah, I was counting that in. I didn't say it, but I was thinking Under Treasure too. Like, that's also very good for us. So I was going to take Ember here. There is an argument for capacity. I am leaning towards capacity. And I think we're just going to stop playing the Balmabello, basically, and then make my life better. So I do kind of want the Merchant of Arms. But I mostly just want this. So we're going to do this. Unfortunately, we didn't get Unearthed Treasure or anything else I care about. Fine. I'll do Holdover Racking Pain. I do have to decide what I'm doing here, though. Whether I want to increase my decay amount or whether I want to do Edge Spawn. And I think I want Edge Spawn, especially if you're going to stop playing the Balmabello. Like, yes, this is only +1 per stack, but with how many different sources of decay I'm adding from, that does actually equal quite a bit of extra decay. Nonetheless, we'll do the spawn. Fuck it, why not? Alright. And I guess I'm willing to re-roll in case we hit. Yeah, not what I was hoping to find. That's fine, we'll leave that as is. And then we're going to make another Drip Fall, I think. Yeah. Specifically, we're going to do the intrinsic one because I want the intrinsic one. This shouldn't really matter. Well, I mean, it will matter a little bit. It is actually going to cause some small amount of problems, but we're going to pretend that we don't care. And we're going to manifest that into being. Maybe I do want to play you here. I think I actually do. So, you... Oh, I should have... it's fine. Anyways, so we got him down to where his reanimate is doing its thing. I guess I didn't really need to worry about you. I kind of forgot about the whole I have multiple drip falls on holdover, so I don't need to worry about them going to higher floors. I definitely should have gone with the extra Moral Mistress like I had originally planned. Speaking of... Let's go ahead and kill you. Bring you down there. I take a little bit of damage because this fire sucks, and also because I haven't gotten the boiler room out yet. But I'm going to tell you right now, we're pretty okay. Oh, hey, look. We'll just kill you before you get a chance to do anything. I'll just leave that unplayed. It's not actually helpful for us to play, kind of. I mean, it would have made more fungi, I guess, but... so be it. Reanimate is the bane of your existence here. I mean, not really. What's the plan here? I don't see any way of generating consume cards. Well, we have enough consume cards that I can just still have some for the boss. Not that there's many. But also, I'm going to have enough bulk that it takes a while to chew through the team. In which case, Lion's Mane is generating decay on them every turn. Plus, I can daze them multiple turns, yada yada yada. I might not get the mitosis cap unit, but that's sort of fine. And then also, if they survive, I can use Racking Pain on the boss on a higher floor as well, which also works out pretty decently. I'm just hating Reanimate in general when I play with damage over time. I mean, yes, it is bad for you normally. And is part of why... yeah, we don't have a whole ton of consume cards lined up still. Is one of the many reasons that setting up on bottom floor is like heavily encouraged in this game, but should be fine overall. So you guys are both dying. He takes a little bit of damage. Oh well. Unfortunately, I don't have a lot of consume cards for this. I probably used up more than I should have. But... there we go. Unfortunately, I can't Racking Pain him at the moment because he's a jerk. But I can do that if I want to. Which is to say, he has his spell shield on, so it's not going to do any damage. Anyways, they don't pierce through my fungi wall, which is partly why we took the etch spawn. And so even with me not having any decay on him to begin with, because I didn't draw any of the consume cards, we do a decent amount of damage just for like a fungi stack, and then we just keep adding up decay on him. And we're doing just a little bit of damage with our guys, you know, every turn as well. Like, it's a bit of a slog, but there's Rex. Definitely wouldn't have worked as well on a higher floor, but that's why we don't fight Rax on a high floor. Yeah, not the card I was hoping for, but we'll take more consume cards. And then we're not getting to another Merchant of Magic. Otherwise, I would take the Fatal Melting to turn it into a consume card. Okay, so I don't really need that. I will go here, I guess. Okay, don't hate Artificial Pyrestone. Well, Steward's Quarters doesn't really matter for us anymore. That's not entirely true. Okay, so what are we looking at deployment ember-wise? So I could go up to having 9 deployment ember, in which case it would be 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And then probably 9 with the boiler room, so that would work. Although I can't put deployable on both the steward's quarters and the boiler room. I think we're just not going to worry about that, and we're just going to go with plan A. I'm going to buy this just because I don't think this matters, but I'll take it anyways. Okay. Dante's Footstool I do like. Tuned Whetstone doesn't do anything for me, probably. I could pick up an equipment here, and it would do something. Fine. Oh, and I did forget that I do need to get rid of my Mitosis Cap now, I think. And I do need to make one of these deployable. So you're going to be the deployable room. Yeah, never mind. I forgot that I don't have enough to afford that and get rid of the Mitosis Cap. I could just leave it and take the 50-50. I mean, the Stasis Crystal doesn't really matter to me, though. It did get changed, by the way, so now it has cooldown 1 instead of cooldown 3. Which probably didn't need to happen, but they did anyways. I don't know, fuck it, whatever, we'll just get rid of that even though I just took it. Had I had slightly more gold, that would have made more sense, but here we are. Anyways, we're just going to make another view. Okay. Also didn't really take into account how many cards I have during deployment. I mean, it works out. I just didn't really think about it and adjust properly. Missed on the cool Consume and Decay artifacts. Yep. Would have been nice. Oh well, so be it. Okay, so I do have the Racking Pain. Which means that I can then use Racking Pain to kill these guys without actually having to Dripfall them like I was originally going to do. Okay, I mean, we're still doing 184 decay on turn 1. Yeah, this is the problem with having so many holdover cards, is I do kind of just have problems. Yeah, you do actually do quite a bit of damage. Okay, so we're gonna do it this way and kill you. So why are you dying? Because I guess you're killing here. I didn't account for that somehow. Okay, well, never mind. We're doing that slightly differently then. I thought I didn't need to daze as many of them. I mean, I only need to do as much dazing as I'm doing because I'm bringing him down to this floor. Which is perhaps incorrect, but that's fine. Okay, so let's just do it this way. Fucking Pyre of Entropy just gives me a bunch of fucking garbage. Hate it. Okay, so only you're taking damage, and you're not dying. Which is nice. Okay, so you come down. Okay, and then we're just gonna do damage to you. Because we can do a whole lot of damage. God, I actually could have killed you this turn. You know what? Let's just go for the kill. At least I think I can. We might not be able to, but let's find out. Oh yeah, not quite. Because if Lion's Mane is dying, that'll do slightly less damage. I mean, it's fine. Like it doesn't really matter what I do. Although it is technically preferable to do this in a way where I don't take the amalgam damage. 14 short dies next turn. Yeah. Like, one way or another, he dies next turn, but we'll do it this way so we don't take the amalgam damage. It was just so sad they were just a little bit off from killing him. We don't want a Mitosis Cap because it doesn't help, and we'll just do that. Ooh, exciting. Ta-da! Unfortunately, the Pyrelite is a card I need to play every turn, but also does take one of her draws and doesn't really contribute. Also, it's just not... Like, we're gonna be able to kill Entropy and Savagery very easily, but it's gonna take just a chunk of time for what's-his-face to die. I forgot that would trigger the, forgot that they would gain us Ember from Boiler Room, because technically it's like a hidden extinguish trigger that Boiler Room works off of. So anyways, whatever, there we go. Take a little bit of damage from him. They take a lot of damage from everything. You're just going to join us down here, my friend. Well, Savagery is dazed, so I guess we'll just daze these guys so they can't do the strike corruption. Okay, once again, you come down. And then do that. And then we just daze you, and we daze you. The fungi do take a beating. Who cares? They're fine. Savagery's down, entropy's down. And we're just stalling as we wait for what's his face to die. Just gonna do that. Oh, it doesn't actually knock off your spell shields yet. Well, it would be nice if I had a way to get like sap and decay on Dominion, but I don't. I suppose I didn't actually need to Dritfall our dude this turn. Yeah, whatever, fine. Technically it heals here. Technically some of these enemies are actually kind of bad for us. Oh well. It's clumsy, but it doesn't matter. Like, yeah, our fungi die, but whatever. Not terribly worried about the situation. Fucking just so bad. I could just start dazing you. Probably don't need all these drip falls, but like, what else am I gonna draw at this point? I burned through like all of my consumed cards, and I am really just waiting for Dominion to die. I thought about dazing him, but I don't actually want to daze him. I just want him to die. Okay. And like, yeah, I'm not killing those guys, but so what? Yeah, fuck you and your silence. Worst enemy to ever exist. Anyways, there we go. Ta-da! That was a run. Unsurprisingly, fairly strong. Lion's Mane is good. Moral Mistress is also quite good. Like, yes, it can be a little inconsistent, but there's a lot of ways to make it more consistent. And there's a lot of things in Under Legion to support it, so. Ta-da! And thus, we have only one more crown to go. Yep, there we go. Okay. Oh, it just took a moment to update. There we go. Alright, so it is Fel. And should be Lazarus, but let's just double check. Sword main starter card. You missed all the cool cards on our faction, still pulling them, shows you the power. Yeah, like, I didn't get any of the, like, replicating consume cards. I didn't get Unearthed Treasure. Half my consume cards, not half, but, like, a chunk of them were cards that basically did nothing but consume. Including, I just made my Spore Touches into being consume cards. If I had any damage starter, like Frozen Lance or Fire Starter, I think is the name. Phoenix is one. I could have made those into more consume cards. Like, yeah, I didn't see a lot of the, like, particularly strong things. And it was still quite good. I do lean towards Secret Ingredient, but, like, Erratic Assistant with Sword Maiden is pretty cool. Still, I think we want Secret Ingredient. It's just such a versatile card. Also, I totally didn't actually confirm. Is it Lazarus? It's Lazarus. Okay. Also, I can see it right here. Of course, it's that. I just, like, never actually look at the no wins yet part. Anyways, I think we're taking Secret Ingredient. Like, I know I'm hemming and hawing here, but, like, turns out Secret Ingredient is good. So, fine. Twisted Assistant, not a bad start. Firebrand is fine. I really don't like Penitence Blood Suit. Like, it is better than I sort of give it credit for, but I don't like it. Like, it's a decently strong early game card, and I don't care about that. It doesn't scale into the late game very well. So, we're probably taking Unchained here. Partly because there is the Twisted Assistant, which gives us Trample. Not that Banish doesn't already have its own way to get Trample, but still. And we're up against Savagery. Yeah, pretty confident we just are going to do Unchained here. Vayne Guardian's good. It's way better than people give it credit for. As I have sat down and done the math for them a number of times. But, like, I'm still just going to take Unchained here. It works out pretty well with what we've got. And also, especially in a world where we could hit, like, Minds of Their Own. And where we can use, like, the Trample from Twisted Assistant. And other things. Like, it's good. Also, Vayne Guardian's worse into Savagery. It's still doable, since you can also just stack a bunch of damage shields on it. And then it doesn't matter how much enemies are hitting for. We're going to set up top 4. I guess you're just going to chill there, and we'll use you as shift fodder for Fel. Because Fel does need one other unit on the floor to get the shift bonus. Now, do I want to use these? I kind of want to use them just to get another unit out of my deck right now. So I can maybe draw into the Just Causes a little bit more. Yeah, we'll do this. Bit of a shame that the Firebrand isn't getting hit here. Oh well, so be it. That's fine. They're not getting the revenge trigger. Yeah, did forget that this is exactly why I would have wanted the blue infusion. Okay, we're just gonna do that so I can get the kill for sure. Then we're gonna do this. I would like to play the Twisted back, but oh well. We need to get those beautiful, beautiful shifts happening. Yeah, whatever. Fine. Taking a bit of damage. I could have done stronger things, but I wanted to just give a little bit more shift to Fel. Like, I could have just killed the boss, but I didn't want to. And yes, I know I'm taking damage because of this. Oh well. So be it. Who cares? Ta-da! How wonderful. Divinity's not bad. Self-a-Sacrifice is good, though. Probably taking Self-a-Sacrifice. Yeah, we'll take that. Not gonna take Overworked Assistant. Puffered Flesh is cute. Puffered Flesh would be good Like, I don't use Puffer Flesh all that often, but it is solid with Firebrand. Also would have been good with Vanguardian Fel. This is the final clan combo. It is! Explosive Reaction's good. I am just going to skip, though, because I just don't need them. We are going to go here. Okay, not terrible. There is definitely some like good stuff we could have done here. Especially since I could have started working on the Selfless Sacrifice, but nonetheless. Well, Battle Dance is not the one we want, but I'll still take it. Titan Knight's not bad on Firebrand, but... yeah, that's not what I was hoping for. Do I want Quick on you? Not, like, wild about that. But I also don't know that I care. I guess I'll leave it. It's fine. Okay. Well, I guess we're going to do it like this time. So that I can get you up front, and then we'll play that out. And that's, I guess, okay. I kind of want to use Aquas right now, but so be it. The Flagellants are going to hit harder this way, but it's sort of okay, because as long as we build up enough Valor, like, we just need more than 11 Valor to just prevent them from doing damage effectively. And we've met that bar. Also, we did get the infusion we wanted, which is nice. And then let's just get rid of some chaff for our future. Okay, I'll do that, which means that she does survive the attack thanks to the damage shield, and gets her Valor armor, which is nice. Let's go ahead and kill you, and I guess we're gonna play a unit out. And just take the damage so I can thin out my deck a little bit. We're playing some amount of greed, but like also who cares? Show him whose boss fell. Yeah, let's just shift you up. You're going to take damage, but then you're going to gain a lot more armor than you're losing. And we should be in good shape overall. Doesn't matter who gets the kill or anything like that, but yada yada yada. And then we just kind of smash through and we're in good shape. Beautiful. Beautiful stuff all around. Okay, so Rising Rage is obviously rather good. Cleave is also quite good, and in particular is a defense against Savagery Sweepers. Obviously, there's a bunch of other defenses available to us, like stacking Reanimate or getting Minds of Their Own, potentially. Or, you know, stacking damage shields, but we'll take the Cleave. I will take It's Alive, even though it gives me a Calcified Ember. It's a shift card, and it buffs damage. That's what I want. Merchant of Arms is good. We're still going to go here looking for, like, Dualism. or multi-strike I'm also very happy with. I mean, I'll take another Battle Dancer, even though it's not my platonic ideal of a unit. Yeah, we're just gonna do that, I guess. I'll just Smidge Stone you as well. I don't have anything that I'm, like, really happy to do here. Like, unless we got, like, Vola's Tuning Fork, in which case putting in, like, 3 Just Causes would be cute. And then, like, remove Consume, Holdover, or, like, remove Consume Smidge Stone on the gift box could be cute. But, like, that's a lot of really specific things. Nonetheless, it's not terrible because it does increase my chances of drawing, like, the Cleave early, and I'm not necessarily ever going to see Intrinsic, even if I, like, get Holdover for this. Could also do the Self-Sacrifice, so I have a repeat way to get extra damage shields off of it, which I do like. Could also just jam some stuff in the box. Like, I could put both Twisted Assistants in, so it spits them out. I really just wish that the Jack in the Box spit them out in a prescribed order, or at least that it spit one out before turn 1. But neither of those is the case. It's still not bad, it's just usually unnecessary and usually not what I want. Okay, we're just gonna do this. And it's weird and specific and likely not going to be that great for me. But that's fine. Knockback Archeon's fine. He is sort of an ally, even. So. And then you'll just go there. Okay, so how do I want to do this? So I think we're just doing it like this. Like, I sort of am going to waste the damage shields. Oh well, we're going to be generating so much Valor that I'm not terribly concerned about that. Oh, I actually don't want you on the same floor as the Firebrand. Oh well, so be it. We've done it. Who cares? And because Knockback Archeon, it does just help with the shift situation, which, don't hate. May as well give that to you. You're just gonna take a little bit of damage every turn. Spread the Valor armor out a little bit. But yeah, I really do wish that I hadn't put you on the same floor, because then you wouldn't... Like, this way he's not gaining the Valor armor, which also means he's basically dead. Nor is he getting his revenge triggers on subsequent turns. It's just not good for us. As we'll do this, we'll take a little bit of fire damage, who cares? We do waste the damage shield, but that's fine. We'll just do that on you so that you die. I don't have any way to do shifting right here. What am I gonna draw next turn? The Cleave and stuff? Okay. Okay, and then he's still gonna die because we put the blood suit on him, so we don't have to take any fire damage. I don't know, we'll just get rid of that. I do kind of want to play out other things, but getting rid of the Calcified Ember is still nice. Yep, and our Firebrand dies because we never really... Like, I could have given the damage shield. Would have been helpful. Not that important, though. Just for safety, we'll do this. And he keeps taking that 30 damage like a chump. Whatever. I probably don't need to be taking the Vengeful Shard damage, but just in case, I'll just make sure. Yeah, unsurprisingly, I have enough damage here, and by a pretty wide margin. Like, Knockback Arcane doesn't do all that much damage. Pyre Hunter naturally does more damage and does in 2 chunks, which allows him to kill 2 units in the same turn. And Siphon Archeon gains so much more attack, it's not comparable. Like, the danger of Knockback Arcane is just that he can mess up your game plan. But, not too worried about that right now. I think we are going to take Spike of the League. The others are good, but... Like, Scrap for Parts is good if I do want to use a Hymnist, though. Or if I want to use the Twisted Assistant. I don't know that we ever do want to live in that world. It's not bad, though. But like, Spike of the League is just useful. Also, Tome of Horrors is great. It's just, that's not the type of deck we're building. It would destabilize our plans a bit too much. Yeah, I don't really know what I want to do. I kind of want to take Scrap for Parts, but there's a good chance that it ends up being bad for me. It's also a world where I could put Endless on a unit and then just keep using Scrap for Parts on the same unit, which is a weird interaction, but it is a way to do damage scaling. Which is not really what I want, especially in a world with Valor armor. And not just Valor armor, but like our Battle Dancers generate Valor, which wouldn't last through death, yada yada yada. I don't know. For the fun of it, we're gonna take Scrap for Parts. I'm gonna skip those. I'm going to probably take the Ember. By probably, I mean I will take the Ember. I'm definitely going here. As much as there are things I would like, we're definitely going here. So this would only take 100 total if I wanted to remove Consume and then -2 it. And I do kind of want to do that. But I also really want to hunt for like Holdover and Intrinsic. I think those are just way more important to me. So we're going to do that. There we go. So I would like to Intrinsic the Scrap for Parts, but for safety's sake, we're gonna do this. It's just reliably a thing that I want. Don't care. Not bad units. Nonetheless, don't care. Unchained 2 is what we're taking. Without question. Heaven Seal is fine. Kel is a jerk, but we should be okay. It doesn't really matter where I put these units. They are not wildly a concern of mine. Now, do I actually want to hold on to the cleave? Kind of yes. Kind of no. Yeah, let's just do this. Oh boy, look at that enhanced dude. You can go there. Doesn't matter if we kill you. Although if I was going to do it that way, which I didn't realize that's what I was going to do, but if I had realized that, I should have put the blood suit on him. It barely matters. He's healing to full. Essentially full every time anyways. But still could have been useful. Okay, this is a good reason to have the cleave. Glad that worked out. I guess we'll let you die. You're gonna die as is. Fine. And just for good measure, I guess we build this up. Well, I want to shift Fel whenever we can, so that's what we do. I do take a little bit of fire damage. Who cares? Also, this way Fel gets rage whenever she strikes something, which is also not bad. Whatever, who cares? This is a pretty damn good combo for the final round, looking clean so far. Yeah, I mean, it's two clans that I definitely enjoy quite a bit. I didn't totally mean to leave this one for the final run, but it worked out nicely. Yeah. Anyways, here we are. So we want you up front so you don't just die instantly. But yeah, as far as what we've actually rolled, yes, it's working out pretty well. May as well do that to kill your buddies, and then you guys just prepare for next turn. Just back is such a lucky pull. It's good. I don't know that we're actually going to be relying on it all that much in the future. There's a lot of things I'd be happy to swap it out for. But it is a very good card. Okay. I thought that was going to be the case. Yeah, okay. Let's do this differently. I'm just trying to greed and see how much I can... like shift with Fel, and I think the answer is not really any. Yeah. I'm sorry. Let's do this one more time. Am I willing to take 9 fire damage? Yeah, I am. Was it super greedy to do that? Yeah, absolutely it was. Because it was just one more shift on Fel, and admittedly I didn't want to reset the turn again. But you're rare. 15.9. You are correct. I did forget that he had the sap coming off. Either way, don't really care. If I was willing to take 9, I was willing to take 15. I mean, it was a little worse, but it's fine. I got plenty of health. And I typically don't take damage in most battles. I saw another experienced player saying that he almost never has a normal battle where he doesn't take damage, and that is such a different experience from my playstyle. I don't watch his gameplay, so I don't know how he plays differently than me, but I don't know. It does make me curious how he plays. Regardless. So I do like all of these, and I like them all quite a bit. And I'm not sure what I want to do with that information. Eagle Heart, obviously very good, but I would have to get like Holdover and Remove Consume for it to really shine. I don't think that matters. I've already got the Cleave. That already takes care of a lot of my problems. Similarly, Everlasting Light and Cursed Twin Blade. Not sure how necessary they are in a world where I'm just going to cleave foes. I think we're going to take the Cursed Twin Blade, though. That's an interesting set of options, too. Organ Harvester, obviously very good, though with the nerf to 2 Ember, it does make it a lot harder to play, especially if I want to merge it with something, i.e. the Cursed Twin Blade. Replicator Ray, I could make a second Fel. I'm going to tell you right now, 2 Fels who are hitting for like 400 times 3 damage. It's pretty good. I would say it's likely in the realm of overkill, though. So I don't think I really need it. I think we're just skipping on all of these. I think we're just skipping on all of these. They're good, but like they require a bunch of qualifiers that I'm not sure I'm ready to set up. Okay, so we're gonna go here. It's fun overkill to complete the crowns, though. Oh, we're gonna be doing plenty of overkill already. God, there's not another Merchant of Arms for quite a long time, but I do want this nonetheless, I think. I love Replicator Ray. I also love Replicator Ray. It's such a cool card. Same with Hall of Mirrors. Particularly since they allow you to dupe champions, which there's quite a few champions where that's not that exciting, but there's plenty others where that's very good. Like duping Talos is very cool. Duping Phoenix is very good, especially with Pyromaniac Phoenix. Duping Lion's Mane is also incredible. Lots of great things you can do. Anyways, I think we're going for the Merchant of Magic. The removals are appealing. There's a bunch of other things that I like here. So be it. Here we are. Spell Chain. Probably just going on It's Alive. Kind of cute on the Scrapper parts. But that's so only relevant if I hit, like, the Hymnist. Specifically, Death Metal Hymnist. But we'll do this. Fine. Sure. Don't think that's what I want to do. What I do want to do, though, is get rid of things. I was hoping for more intrinsic, so I can intrinsic the scrap for parts. Okay, that's good enough for now. Also forgot that I had these removals too, which is fine. We're gonna get rid of the Secret and Greens. They're a great card, just doesn't really fit into what I need right now. And then we're going to dupe the Battle Dancer. One little tidbit I think is interesting about Scrap for Parts is something has endless scrap will always redraw your sacrifice unit to be redeployed. I've done shenanigans with giving holdover and agreed to. Yes, I honestly wish it didn't work like that because it feels counterintuitive to what the card is designed for. Yeah, I mean, like, it's kind of cute. It just feels like it shouldn't work that way, and it feels counter to the design sense of the card. I've had arguments with somebody about this before, but yeah, I don't know. It's kind of cute that it exists. It just feels unintended, but whatever. If the devs want to change it, they'll change it, and so far have shown no indication that they're going to do so. So, I technically shouldn't have done that on his floor because it gave him the harvest proc, but whatever. Okay, and then let's waste our thing just so I can do this and get some sweet, beautiful shift triggers. And then hurt these guys, I guess. Okay. Let's just, again, get rid of some of their... get rid of some of their reanimate. Overall, we're in very strong shape. Yes. Thank you, Cleave, for still letting me get every collector. Sadly, not going to play with the Cursed Twin Blade. Oh well, that's fine. Doesn't really concern me. Oh, let's do this so I stop sapping my dude. Should have done that to begin with. Didn't do it. It's fine. We're not playing at Twisted Black. Oh well, who cares? I have enough strength already that I don't need more trample. Well, I guess you've been promoted to equipment wielder. Oh no, it's Quoto! However, shall we manage against such a terrible foe? Okay, we're gonna waste the shift a little bit just so we can kill that guy before I play the rest of these things. And we are going to... You're only doing 10 damage. Yeah, unfortunately, they're doing exactly enough that he dies. So, whatever, we'll pull you up front first and then pull you up so we can still get most of the shift triggers. Yeah, whatever, we'll be a little incorrect on things again. Who cares? Oh, once again, can't bring you up front because you'll just die. It's fine. Not really important in any way, shape, or form. I could have sapped one of them and still had him gain the Valor armor, which would have been better. Who cares? I can tell you right now that we're in pretty good shape. Also, I definitely should have done that while Fel was in front. Again, my level of concern is very low. I think somehow we'll manage to beat Quoto, the great and terrible foe that he is. Deadly Plunge is fine. I always think it's the Descend card, because the other one is called Heroic Dive, and has a similar card art. Demonize is alright. Descend is a strong mechanic, and melee weakness is also quite strong, but it's very costly, and I honestly don't care. Technically, it's a defense against savagery. Liquid Courage is okay. It's a lot better than I sometimes give it credit for. I'll take the Horrify, I guess. Taking the healing now is honestly pretty okay. I mostly don't care. Still could look for, like, multi-strike or dualism for this Battle Dancer. Going here... There are definitely some artifacts I would like, but most of them... I have a lot less shift or valor on her than I want. And we still have a lot of the run to go, but it's still a lot less than I want. Oh well. Anyways, there are some good things I could get here. Like, if we got Attuned Whetstone, we could draw the Cursed Twin Blade for free. Although I'd have to get rid of the Blood Suits. Although they might, at some point, have implemented a hidden draw priority where Attuned Whetstone will only draw these last. I don't remember if that's the case or not. So we might still be fine even if we did that. Dante's Footstool could be okay. The Blood of the Apex, the one that gives an equipment permanent attack power on kills, would be nice, kind of. Karmic Sensor, the double shift triggers would be good. Mostly, though, I don't think I care. I think we're just going to go here for the healing now. Although we do also just heal after the boss a little bit. It's fine. We'll go here. I don't particularly like routing for the heal, but I'm willing to do it anyways. Yeah, we'll take Everlasting Light. Steward Quarters, I also kind of want to take, but that's really contingent upon us hitting a Hymnist. Either way, we'll take this. That's fine. Even though my deck is fairly shenanigans right now. Oh well. Honestly, I probably don't need to worry too much about the spikes, as long as I'm always having Fel end up in front. Nonetheless, we'll still set up on bottom floor, though bottom floor is a little awkward for us. Just because I need the defense to start setting up before I get my Valor armor. Though I do have the Cleave turn 1, I guess. Okay. Fel's gonna get Corruption. That's fine. Sometimes you get Corruption and you just live with it. Okay, you can have that because who the fuck cares? You guys will die somewhat. And then we just start shifting for the future. Guess what? You've been promoted, and then we're going to daze you so that you don't give me the corruption, even though it barely matters. Hello, Glacier. How you doing, friend? Whatever. We draw you. Who cares? Better than yesterday? I feel like yesterday you said better than yesterday. Or maybe you said better than last week. Also, maybe that was a couple days ago. I don't know. I can't keep track of time anymore. Regardless, glad to hear it's an improvement. At a root canal today. Today? So better than yesterday still? Okay. Less pain. Fair enough. Well, I hope you can relax and enjoy yourself a little bit. Okay. Well, let's cleave through some of them. And then I guess we just shift you up front. You're going to get a little bit of corruption, and Fel's not getting her Valor armor. Oh well, that's fine. In exchange, you are getting your Valor armor. So that part's nice. I did forget to do that while Fel was up front. Oh well, that's fine. I did sacrifice my damage shields doing it that way. Oh well, so be it. Anyways, we want Fel to go up front. Technically not optimal for shifting. Who cares? Does not bother me in the slightest. Well, could have done that slightly better. Whatever. We don't really need to daze him. We're basically have killed Kale already. So really everything at this point is more or less hubris. But here we go! Ta-da! Okay, now show me Death Metal Hymnist. That is not Death Metal Hymnist. I'll still take an Elohard, even though it's largely unnecessary. Okay. In a world with that knowledge, what do I want? More Hell's Flame is okay, because it will give me more deployment ember, which I'll care about soon when I merge these two together, probably. Alternatively, I take capacity, and then I just make more... I just make more dudes. More battle dancers. I would only be making one of them probably, because I'm almost certainly going to the Merchant of Arms. I think we're just going to take Ember, maybe draw. We're just going to take draw. That's fine. Okay, we're going here. So, Intrinsic Horrify is pretty decent for me. I will Spell Chain that, because it's a lot like dualisming something. Not dualisming, double stacking. You know, the other thing. Well, I did want Remove Consume. I was hoping for more holdover, but that's fine, I guess. I guess we'll just do that. I don't totally need to do this, let's be very clear. Oh well, I've done it anyways. Can't stop me. And then it's Unchained 3! Do I want more Cleave? Do I want Eagleheart? Do I want more It's Alive? I kind of just want more It's Alive. You know what? Let's do more It's Alive. Yeah, I really don't care about half the cards in my deck. But that's fine. So be it. Yeah, we should be fine. What's Fellows Valor up to now? Only 85, which is not bad, but it's not where, like, I'm excited for it to be. You're slipping. I mean, we didn't have the best shift deck available. But it's okay. Okay, so, first off, you're not quite as strong as I need you to be, so... Yeah, didn't realize that. I, for some reason, was thinking that the cleave would be enough. We're gonna restart the battle just for the pure greed of this. I expected 3 digits. I mean, we're close, and we'll be there soon. But yeah, I don't have a very good shifting deck at the moment. So I maybe just need to not have... No, I should be okay, because I have the Horrify as well. Anyway, so we do this to kill there. And then we daze you and you, so we only have to survive 12 damage. And then we go 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. I mean, the Twisted System's good, but I can't get it killed right now, so we'll just leave it like this. Okay, we're gonna do it like this so that Fel can go back up front, still get some shifts. Because these guys will die, and that's not very helpful. Alright, look, it's our other assistant. Good buddy, good pal that he is. Alright. So, we're going to make some changes in this world. Number one, we're going to do this, because the Trample is very good into the Reanimate. Much better than the Multi-Strike that we have right now. Okay, I do still want Fel up front, I guess. You get to hold that, and then who gives a shit? Okay, and then we continue just murdering that guy every time he shows his goddamn ugly mug. Ta-da! And that also means we can end with somebody else getting the Valor armor, which is nice. It's fine, we don't need Fel to end up in front. I'll take the 1 damage. I sense hostility, I wonder why. Yeah, gee, who could have guessed why I have such strong feelings about the worst enemy in the game. I'll never not be angry about them. Like, there's at least ways to mitigate them, but like, they are just a dumb fucking unit to exist. Okay, well the cleave doesn't do anything for us, sadly, but that's fine. Okay, doesn't matter. Rax is real dead. Yes, he does cleave through one of our battle dancers. So be it. Ta-da! Okay, I mean, Tome of the Lost Path is cute. Very late to get it, but, well, I'll still take it. Don't care about those. And then we are going to go here, I guess. Rather late for that, but I'll still take it. Sure. None of these are particularly helpful. Do I want Zephyr? Kind of. I think I don't, just because it always makes me worried with Fel. Like, I do want her to be refreshing her Valor armor constantly. And this makes that much harder to fix. So, we're just going to do this. And do that. And we have removals here. So, let's just get rid of things that I'm not going to have space for anymore, basically. Let's just get rid of these, or one of them. Fine, who cares? We should be in pretty decent shape. Although, I maybe didn't want to get rid of quite everything, because I need to survive turn 1 against Savagery. Or I can give up one of my Battle Dancers. I can kill the sweep dudes, but the problem is that Savagery himself is going to be hitting into me. Oh, that's right, I have the Horrify. I solved this problem already. Don't mind me forgetting that I already solved everything. So... you know what? I'm gonna give that to you, I guess. Just because why not? And I haven't triggered the Ember Staff yet, so we'll do that. And of course I draw into the stupid Vengeful Shard. Oh well. It barely matters. Also, I didn't really need to waste the damage shields on you, but that's fine. There we go. Again, it may or may not be like I planned this already. Oh, actually, I don't want to play that. I do want the extra shift. I was thinking that I had enough Ember for things, but I don't. I would be one short of everything if I play out the Vengeful Shard, because I do want to play all these. Okay, and then we'll just cleave through them all. And here we go! May as well give that to you, who cares? So, you're going to fly up front just because it's an extra shift. And then 1 and 2. And we'll pull you back up. Yeah, I'm sorry. Let's do this slightly differently. I'd forgotten that I had the Versatile Ember Staff. And yes, I am greedily min-maxing here just because I like getting the higher Valor on Fel. But hey, so be it. Okay, and then we just Eagle Heart with Fel. And we murder those. And then we daze. And we daze, I guess. I don't know. so be it. Don't mind me just chilling with our high damage and high valor and living the dream. I'm sure we'll just do that first. Yep, I do have enough Ember for that. Ta-da! And another 2,000 HP is shaved off, or however much damage he took. I think it was 2,000. Sure, we'll start with that. Even the Twisted Assistant is ending up with a pretty high level of attack, which is nice. Probably because he gets rage from his own attacks, and also he's getting a bunch of Valor from Fel attacking. Because turns out, Everlasting Light is good. It's a real solid equipment. So we move you. I did fuck this up, but it doesn't matter because he's dying anyways. I just didn't do it in a way where Fel was going to end up in front, but who cares? I was doing that because Fel was the only one who had the Valor armor on and was by far the best at tanking, but it also doesn't matter in the slightest if it's the last turn. And I should be fine, I think. Yeah, because Fel has enough HP that even without us being able to daze Entropy and taking the corruption from Dominion, she'll take a bunch of damage, but she will survive. Also, we'll heal it up later with the lifesteal from It's Alive anyways, but... Okay. Well, fine. So let's give you Tome of the Lost Path just for safety's sake. Okay, and then we'll just daze you more, and then we take damage, but who cares? And we take some pyre damage, but that's just how life is going to be. Savagery is already, you know, most of the way dead. Scrap for parts doesn't do anything for us. Oh well, we get sapped. I could just avoid that, I suppose. I've got more than enough HP for it, but this is the last run. You're going to beat the train of monsters finally. This is, in fact, the last run. Or at least the last of the crowns. We're definitely going to be playing more Monster Train, but yes. Still have to master the cards, though. I do. Hell yeah, Sal. Thank you, Anvo. Well... Okay. So, I did fuck this up a little bit, but we'll just do it like this and that, even though it's not correct. It's not efficient. But I'll tell you right now, that barely matters to our needs. Oh no, he took 30 damage. How exciting from the stupid blood suit. I just really don't care about blood suit as a card. Like, it's fine early game. It's mostly disappointing though. Okay. I'm not going to worry about playing the Vengeful Shard. Who cares? I want those glorious, beautiful shifts. I guess we'll do it like that. Technically, it's much better to give Fel the extra damage from the It's Alive because she has 4 attacks instead of 2 attacks. Does not really matter. These guys are dead. We're also cleaving through most enemies every turn. Like, obviously, these guys have spell shields. So what? Hey, guess what? You're dazed for 2 turns. And then we move you back, and then forward, and that's good enough. And then again, we have more than enough HP. Even though we've been sapping our dudes a bunch, by the way, does not matter in the slightest. Like, yes, it is actually deducting a fair bit of attack from my dudes. Not really consequential. Not going to stop us from victory in any way, shape, or form. I will horrify you, and I will horrify you. We are truly just waiting for Dominion to die. And if I didn't have to have the Pyre Lights generated, I would just be dazing Dominion as well. But I really do want the stupid Pyre Lights because this fight takes too long without it. Alright, should be the last turn. I was kind of hoping they were going to draw into the Horrify so I could prevent myself from taking the pyro damage. Again, doesn't actually matter. But here we go. Anyways, ta-da! We've finally done it! We've finally gotten all 180 crowns. Most of them we did on the first try. There was only a couple that we really struggled with, and mainly that was Pyreborn Awoken. Or Awoken Pyreborn, really. And that is just because those are the 2 clans with the worst defense. Awoken at least got a lot better defense after this update. Also, Pyreborn got another defense card. It's still not like the greatest defense card, but like they do have a defense card now. How long did that take? Took quite a while. Because we were doing, to be clear, a couple things. One, definitely could have done this months ago if we had just made this our goal from the beginning, rather than doing months of just random. Aside from that, I definitely play way faster off stream than I do on stream. At the speed that I play on stream, just because I, take the time to talk about my thoughts and talk to you guys. We were doing about 4 a night, so, divide 180 by 4, add in a bunch of failures with Awoken Pyreborn, and there you go. So, it took quite a while, but here we are. And finally, we have this card frame. Honestly, forgot that it was going to unlock a card frame. I kept thinking about the room that gets unlocked. Forgot about this. Even though this is my favorite of the card frames in this game. But yeah, here's the room, the Gilded Vault. I really want them to add more card frames. And rooms, but card frames in particular. I still don't have this one because I still didn't master all the cards. I don't even like this card frame. That's also part of why I want them to add more card frames. Because I like a lot of the ones in Monster Train 1, even though I eventually just kind of settled on the same one and used it for thousands of hours. But, like, this one's fine. Don't like this one. This one's okay, but I wish it was, like, a purple instead of a kind of maroon pinkish. This one I don't like, and this one's good. But I would like there to be a lot more than that. Anyways. Yeah, we finally did it. How exciting. I should probably update that to say, here we go. 180, we've done it. I still have to master cards. Oh well, that's fine. We're going to play another in just a moment. I just want to take a look and see if I want to put on the Gilded Vault. I kind of feel like I should put on Gilded Vault. I'm a little against my rooms not matching. But I kind of feel like we should have Gilded Vault at least on like top floor. Maybe we'll have Gilded Vault on... Yeah, we'll just do that on top floor. Maybe on all floors. You know what? No, we'll just leave it on top floor for now. We'll see how we feel about that in the future. Anyways. For the time being, we are finally going to go back to random. And we're going to play some random. Which does mean we will see some of the starters that we haven't seen often. Because, like, there are a couple starters, like the Whelps and the Erratic Assistants and Eager Conscript that I tend not to pick given the choice. But anyways, whatever. We're doing random. The unit starters. Yeah, I tend not to take dregs either. And again, like, Erratic Assistant is good. It's definitely the best of the unit starters. And even the Whelps are not, like, bad. It's just that, like, Erratic Assistant competes against Secret Ingredient, which is, like, one of the best starters, just because of how versatile and potentially powerful it is. And it can be relevant both early game and late game. Like, it's a good card. And in general, I think that Fire Starter is going to be a better starter card than the Whelps are. For a lot of reasons. Like, it's better if you have, like, an Incant deck. It sort of gives you better backline access because they can do more damage, kind of. And you're not contingent upon having capacity open to play out the Whelps. The Whelps are still okay, though. Like, they're not bad. Anyways, rambling aside. Let's just actually play a run. Also of note, we're not going to start it immediately, but we're probably soon, now that we've done this challenge. Also, I gotta master these cards. We might start doing the Hat Trick Challenge soon. Even though I probably shouldn't jump right back into doing another long challenge. But Hat Trick Challenge is a lot of fun. Really enjoyed doing it in Monster Train 1 several times. For those of you who are unfamiliar with it, it's a self-imposed challenge where the goal is to beat a run with each of a champion's 3 champion paths going all the way to rank 3 each time. So 3 wins back to back. Using Vanguardian for one of those runs, Unchained for one of those runs, Savior for one of those runs, and any cards that we use in the clan or any cards that we use in a winning run, we cannot use in the subsequent runs. So you kind of have to budget your clan combos cards across 3 runs. I haven't done it for Monster Train 2 yet, and so it sounds like a fun challenge. Except if you get them as starts. Yeah. If there's a way that I could block them from showing up as starters without just, like, re-rolling 1,000 times, yes, I would do that. But short of implementing a mod, which I don't know coding, so I'm not going to do that. But short of implementing a mod, there's no way to guarantee that the cards just don't show up as your starters. It is too cumbersome to worry about that. Anyways, all that aside, for the actual run at hand, we have Heart of the Pact. It's fine. We have Rector and Awoken. Paraffin Thug's not a bad starter, since with 40 base attack, he is pretty capable of hitting the Slay early on. This is not the time where I want Volatile Gauge. I can say that confidently. We'll take it in Case Ember. Might not matter. God, it's so weird having a different card border finally. I think we're just taking Accumulator. I mean, Burn Bright is fine. And Accumulator, I don't tons care about. So, like, it's fine. And it is a bit better in Monster Train 2 for a multitude of reasons. Both that it's easier to get capacity, and equalizing rings exists. But in general, like, building up tons and tons of HP is just a lot less useful than building up tons of attack. And so, Accumulator is sometimes just not even worth the capacity used to put him down. Because he just doesn't, like, do any damage. God, it is so weird to have a different room there, finally. It's kind of a cute room. I still probably prefer this room, but it's nice to have something different. It's so weird to just have, like, the empty black void here. Anyways, I think we're going to do this so that we have a little bit of time for things to get softened up. Because, yeah, I was pretty sure this is what it looked like. So you're going to get a buddy to burn out. You're going to take some damage. And you'll just have some regen, I guess. Well, fuck you too, Collector. You goddamn bastard. Well, not what I was hoping for, but fine. Alas, missing out on the early Collector does really hurt. Yeah, I really don't want you to kill both of these, because I do want him to get kills, but there is a dumb thing I can do. We can do that, and then they're killing him, and then whatever. I'm just trying to get more slays with the Paraffin Thug, and this is how we do that. Yeah, both those guys are going to die no matter what. That's fine. And I probably don't need to take that damage, but so be it. Just to guarantee it. We'll take a little bit of damage and just build up more regen. We don't have, like, incredible damage output here. Yeah, I'm not gonna math out who gets the kill. We're just gonna hope that it's the Paraffin Thug, which is somewhat likely, because Rector doesn't do a lot of damage. Anyways, there we go. We do come out of Ring 1 with a fair bit of gold, even having missed the Collector. Wicklash is probably what we want here. Mathing out kills is a fish thing. I refuse to math out kills unless it really matters. Wildwood Sap is fine. It's certainly a lot better in a world where restores are better at regen and just less awful. Razor Sharp is fine. Still kind of underwhelming. At least it's up to plus 12 attack. And Engraft is cute, but doesn't really do anything for us here. Just gonna take the Razor Sharp, I guess. I think we're going here. I mean, we could look for, like, Animus of Will, which isn't bad. I still would just generally rather get something with built-in scaling, though. Like Wickless Baron, or especially Paraffin Enforcer. Also, Lady of the House would be okay if we can get the Wicklash up and running. Pretty sure we just want to do this. Also, worst case, we just put, like, Multi-Strike on the Paraffin Thug or something. Yeah, I think we just want the Paraffin Enforcer here. And I am willing to give him Quick for a multitude of reasons, but yeah. That is not what we wanted. Dualism, Multi-Strike, and Smidgestone all were acceptable options. They were not the options that we got. But okay, fine. I don't really know how I want to set up, but that's fine. We're going to do that so they don't heal at end of turn. And we're just going to leave you there so you're going to burn out and feed Rector a bit of stats. Why? Why do you always go where I can't do anything about you? Like, if I had the Driftfall last turn, or this turn instead of last turn, would have been nice. If I had the Razor Sharp, I could kill you. Like, the disappointment is palpable. Kind of want to do this, even though you are going to get yourself killed if I do that. And that seems ill-advised. Could just Wicklash you. Yeah, I'll do that, I guess. Not getting Collector breaks my heart. Yeah, I did forget that you are a little bit stronger now. But, we can do that, which still works. Unfortunately, can't get rid of the Calcified Ember. We will just give you a regen to offset how much damage we're taking here, though. I do still need to have a bunch of health for the next turn, because the Flagellants all hit for a bunch of damage. I guess there's no reason not to play these here and just get some damage on you. Oh, fucking fine. Who cares? I guess I'll just let you block, and then we just get a little bit of damage here and cry. Yeah. Alright, well, Paraffin Thug dies pretty quick, unfortunately. I can kill you, which does increase our damage output pretty decently. I mean, I think that's the best it gets. In which case, I do take a fair chunk of damage, but fine. Yeah, again, Rector just does not do a lot of damage, sadly. Anyways, I take 20 damage from him right there, which is not great, but it's whatever, fine. Hallowed Drippings, I'm very happy to see. Kind of. Kind of. Restoring Retreat. Do I care about Restoring Retreat? That's a great question. It's a question I ask myself each and every day. I think no. Okay. Oh, Merchant Magic can do some good things for me. Big sludge, you say? It's not what I was about to care about. But he is good. Or at least can be. Okay, I guess we'll take that even though it kind of muddies the waters. So we're gonna spell chain this. It's a bit weird. That puts me down to 215. Reroll for 75. Yeah, I think I still probably want to do that. Double stack was not what I wanted. But I really wanted intrinsic. Double stack is still okay though. Alright, well, didn't quite what I wanted. Interesting, though the shackles are concerning. Do I want Savage Spirit? Kind of. I mean, that does help me at this current juncture. I'm gonna skip. No, I don't know that that's right. Unfortunately, knockback Archeon is gonna cause me some problems. And also my deck being a clusterfuck is also gonna cause me some problems. Alright, so he has what? 30 or 13 attack, I think. So I think we're gonna put you there. And then something like this. The problem is I really want the hallowed drippings for you. Alright, we're gonna do this, and it might not pay off, but without that, you're kind of awful for me, so... also, I probably shouldn't have done that, because I kind of need you to have more HP than that. But fine. Back to good old Jank. It's like a comfy blanket. Yeah, unsurprisingly, he dies, whatever, so be it. Choices were made. We live with them. And then we move on. Just gonna build up some regen for you. Just really hope we would draw the Hallowed Drippings at the right time. Sure enough, it's there. Oh well. Don't really want to take the damage from you, but fine. I figured it was good to daze Archeon for 2 turns, so that's why we did the Drip Ball. Even if I do have other problems. Yeah, unfortunately you sap there, which is a jerk move, but fine. Well, maybe should have given that region to Big Sludge instead. I don't know. Unfortunately, I'm not doing a good job of building up any attack power. Turns out, it's kind of a problem. the sting doesn't help. Yeah, I didn't realize I was going to kill until I'd already clicked enter, and then I thought about the actual math. Anyways, my bad. My deck was a mess, and I should not have taken the gamble on the Paraffin Enforcer turn 1. It's fine. Bad choices were made. So be it. Well, it's Fade Stygian this time. If only you were the other lady. Yeah, I'll take Guildmarker. Yeah, this is not what I wanted. Very much wanted Firelight. Because this is a very bad clan combo for Little Icarus. Kind of. There are still ways to make it work. Ultimately, not what we want, though. We'll take Eternal Flame, I guess. It's my least favorite of her paths. It's still fine. It's not a bad path. It's just not good. You get Little Icarus to the logbook, maybe. I already did. We had a good Little Icarus run last night for the final Fade run. We got her to 500 spikes or something by the end. May as well do that and just power her up. Then Little Icarus, or not Little Icarus, just Little Fade just keeps coming out. It does feel bad that I died so quickly and badly with Rector. Whatever, I did it to myself, it's fine. Not terribly worried about it. Okay, good old Uriel. Should have done it that way. Oh well. We're going to take a little bit of pyro damage on these guys. I still think it's good to have Fade hitting him right here. Because then it means that we for sure kill on the next floor. And all is well. I do master all cards yet? No. I definitely could have by now, but I have not. It mostly isn't going to be too hard if I actually just sit down and do it. The only ones that are going to be a problem are the rare units. Which we still have a few to do. Especially since I almost never go for Umbra banners. Also, Shadow Siege is still lame as fuck. But yeah, so we have a number of rare units that need to show up. At least Vine Mother's a lot more interesting now. Yeah, Legion of Wax, Shadow Siege, Overgorger, Vine Mother, Reformuse. All rare units, or rare banner units, I should say. The rest of these, not too hard. Some of them are just the new cards. And some of them are cards that are not that hard to master when I sit down and do it. But about half of them are just the new cards. Anyways, I kind of want to take the Purifying Cleanse. Kind of just want to take Driftfall. Turns out Driftfall's pretty good. Yeah, let's take the Driftfall, I guess. We'll take Crypt Builder, even though we're getting Calcified Ember, yada yada yada. Now, going to the left, we might be able to pick up a Lady of the House, which would be pretty good, or a Paraffin Enforcer, which could be pretty good. Going to the right, we could pick up like Sirens, which are pretty solid. Going here, I could also look for Intrinsic on the Hallowed Drippings, hold over in the Offering Token, that sort of thing, or hold over Dripfall. I think I'm pretty okay looking here. We're not in the best situation to use it, but I guess we take Legion of Wax, since I was just talking about not having mastered it. I have no ways to buff its strength, though. But fine. Yeah, not exactly sure how we're going to best utilize it, but okay, fine. It's definitely a lot less cool of a unit in a world that does not have infusions. Kind of want to remove Consume the Howl Drippings. Don't think we need to, though. Still kind of want to do it, though. Holdover is going to go here. And I guess we're going to Spell Chain it as well. And that's just how life's going to be. Alright. Well, not entirely sure what we're doing here, but that's fine. If we can get Firelight Fade next, that would be useful. Kind of. Regardless, we'll see what we're capable of, I guess. Alright, Fade dies. Things happen. Sadly, can't play with the Calcified Ember. Oh well. Well, I'm gonna do that, and I guess that. I did want to play out the Steward on bottom floor, but I didn't want to let the Collector go, so here we are. It does feel bad that I'm not using the Primitive Molds at all. Probably should have played you in other ways. I.e. set it up so I could reform him a bunch. Yeah, I don't think I actually want to do it this way, because then I'm leaking a lot of damage to the Pyre. I don't love that. Okay, so you do die that way, because he is taking... The damage calculation was taking into account the 15 healing, but if he dies before he heals, then it's 15 HP we don't have to worry about. Who cares? We play that. Yeah, we're not doing great, but that's fine. Legion of Wax does take up a lot of capacity. I could play Fade behind right now. Which might be the right thing to do. Alternatively, I can have you block for 4 turns, which is also a fair chunk of damage Fade does. Oh, I'll still have enough capacity because this is enough splits. Although I do need you to die as well. Because again, you are healing for 15. Which means that I am a little too far away to just kill you with something like this. Yeah, we're just not quite there. I'd be 2 damage off. So I do think I probably want to do this, and then you'll survive, which is also fine. It buys a decent amount of damage for Fade next turn. Part of the problem is I can't kill the backliner here, which sucks. God, and I wish that we were getting the Crypt Builder. Anyways, we should survive this, I think. It's not good for us. Unfortunately, they just kill things a little too quick. Oh, I did forget that he has a damage shield. Yeah, I actually just died there. Well, fuck me for being a bad player. Turns out I can't math. Also, I should have just, like, played Legion of Wax in a different way. I should have let it die early, reformed it. For some reason, wasn't doing that. Don't know why I didn't. Oh, well. God, it's been a while since we've seen Gilda. Unfortunately, Gilda does not fit with Awoken Hollow. I still really want Awoken Hollow to be changed to have it, like, on Rejuvenate, buff itself, and then Cultivate. That would make it a cooler unit. Particularly, it would make it a lot better in that it'd be a lot more doable to have multiple of them on the floor. As is, if you have a bunch of them on the floor, there's not that many AoE heals as is. So it's a little hard to reliably proc them all on a single turn anyways. But even when you do, it's not really that much scaling, and as soon as they catch up in HP, then it, like, really muddies your scaling as the cultivates keep getting spread around the different Awoken Hollows, and that's just not incredibly helpful. But anyways, got too cocky from getting all the crown. Shame. Yeah, turns out, this is an awkward start. Like, Sharpen, not the best card. Kind of fine for us here. We have Awoken Hollow without any healing, and it doesn't fit next to Gilda no matter what path we take. And we have the Alchemy, which is, you know, an expensive and greedy card. Versatile Ember Staff kind of does some work for us since we do have unit starters, and obviously there's the Vengeful Shards. There's also a world where maybe I take, God, I just can never remember the path names for Gilda. The Harvest Pyrogel one. And then I give, like, Endless to a Bloated Whelp or one of the other Whelps. And then that helps me proc the Versatile Ember Staff every turn or get a lot closer to it. Kind of want to take it. Lost Luggage is not bad, though. But I'll take this. Lost Luggage is definitely worse now that Intrinsic doesn't take up one of your normal draws. That's not what I was hoping to see. I mean, like, the Avarice is fine. It's pretty solid. Guild Mother is boring, but fine. I don't know. What am I going to do with that? I think we're just going to take the egg, since we do have some Horde. Like, this is not my favorite start, but hey. We have bad defense. We don't have particularly good offense. Like, just not great. Oh, God, and I don't even get a Whelp on this turn. Well, we'll at least do that. So that at least they all die. Well, let's kill those. Yeah. Certainly ain't great. God, I can't even proc the Ember Staff this turn because I don't have enough Ember. Because I don't have any one-cost cards in hand. Feels bad, man. Feels real bad. We're gonna greed for that. Already forgot that I fear was greed, so that's something. Does make the Ember Staff a little less desirable. Should probably play the Sharpen on Gilda here, but we're just gonna get some delicious Horde and see if we can beat Astriel. Okay, he at least comes out sapped, and so we do win this. It's a dumb battle for us, but hey. At least we can come out with 6 Horde. Okay. Lava Armor's not terrible for us. Flicker is also a good card, but maybe not what we need right here. Lava Flow is fine. I'm not, like, wild about Lava Armor, but I do think it's probably the best option here. I don't love Glimmer. I will take it. I will definitely loot this. I will take the hidden coffers. I'm not going to take Volatile Gauge, unfortunately. Okay, what the fuck? Probably want to go here. Maybe. Maybe I just want to go here. The problem is I'm worried about taking, like, the Pyroborn banners. I mean, like, Hothead could do decent work for us. I think I still want to go here, though. Okay, I'll tell you right now, not wild about this. We're taking Holdover plus 10 Glimmer. That's just a thing we're doing. Also not wild about this. Nonetheless, it is the thing we're doing. And we're going to minus cost that. I do... Fine, I'll take the Animus. I kind of want to take the Wilting Sapwood here, but we're not going to. Anyways, I kind of wanted to do, like, remove Consume on Alchemy. It's fine, we didn't. Oh well, here we are. So, we at least should be in a lot better shape now. Because this happens, we're going to put you guys together, and then I don't have capacity for you. But it means that we can give you spikes. We can start buffing you, and I guess we'll just keep buffing you. I maybe should have set up on bottom floor, but I didn't know that I was going to be getting... I just didn't know. I didn't know that I was going to be getting the stuff I wanted first turn. So, here we are. Unfortunately, can't really use Versatile Ember Staff yet. Like, we're trying, it's just not happening. I can use it here. It does mean that I don't play at the Sharpen, but in exchange I play at the Root Siege, which is pretty good too. Again, we're at least dramatically better than we were. Okay, we finally get the Lava Armor. It wouldn't have mattered tons before now, but I still wanted to make sure that I was going to draw it. Either way, we're in great shape here. We just kind of slaughter. Although I don't get the other Alchemy, which does make me sad. But, oh well. Payoff is okay for us. Also did kind of forget that we have Fear's Greed. Oh well. Pyrocask is okay for us. I will take the payoff, I guess. Maybe want Restoration Detonation. Maybe want Razor Sharp. I will take Restoration. I don't love it in general, but I will take it. I might wait on that. So there are some things that would be nice, but also just going here looking for like Old Growth, or Bloodthirsty Blade, or Swift Steel Dagger. a lot of options to make this a decent pickup, and so I'm gonna do it. Soul Smelter's not exactly what I wanted. Sacrificial Chamber might be worth it here. Yeah. Fine. It's a bit greedy, but we're gonna hope we can make it work. I will greed for that. Yeah, I will take Awakening Thicket, I guess. So 4 Deployment Ember. Also kind of want to take the Exile's Diadem now. Though I wouldn't be able to do deployable if I do that. Okay, we're just gonna do this. That's good enough for now. And I guess I'm gonna keep the Horde. Auto Cultivate trigger is nice for a setup. Yes, that is part of why we are doing it. Okay, so we want that, and unfortunately I do really want everything else here too. Okay, we're gonna do that, and I already forgot that we had a thing. Also, I don't need the Sacrificial Chamber if I'm using Awakening Thicket. Well, we'll play it there, and we'll get some gold when Archeon kills my things, I guess. Probably should not have set these guys up on bottom floor, but I did anyways. Well. Actually, I'm sorry. We're going to do this slightly differently. Because I can trigger the Ember Staff. And I do think I want to do that. Not wildly helpful. Oh well, that's fine. Still not the things I want. But, okay. Really would like my Glimmer and Restoration Detonation, all that. But okay, fine. Thank God she doesn't die to the spikes now. I think I want to do this, even though it'd be nice to get more gold here. But, okay. Yeah, you're taking a beating, aren't you? You're not quite dead, though. I do want the alchemy, but I am worried about dying to Archeon. I think we'll maybe be okay, though. Yeah, we're fine. Yeah, whatever, fine. So I don't get quite as high as I want on Horde, but that's fine. We at least have some semblance of a plan shaking up now. And I at least got high enough that I can get the artifact payout. Yeah, Old Growth is the thing that we wanted. Kind of. But nonetheless, I will take it. I'm gonna skip on these. Although technically it might be nice to take like the Miser to fit alongside Gilda. But I think we're just gonna skip that anyways. Oh, we're definitely taking Ember, because that's the thing I struggle with. We're looting this for sure. We'll take this one, because it's the only one that's relevant. Happily, we'll take that. Alright, have a nice night, Fury. Alright. Trinkets is nice. Definitely going here, though. Sure, fine. Though maybe I shouldn't have done that. I would have enjoyed having enough for like the reroll to hopefully get like multi-strike on the Animus. It's sort of fine though. We're gonna mitigate these problems as time goes on. Ajax is a bit of a concern, but we'll be okay. Unfortunately, I do want to be able to combine Old Growth and Lava Armor, and I cannot do that. And I have to decide which one I actually want to equip on my dude. I think it's maybe going to be Old Growth. Yeah, it would have been nice to get rid of the Calcified Ember, but I did want to kill these guys before they advance. And also this way, I get to kill him, and I get to kill him, and that's fine. Doesn't do any damage to these guys because of the Titan skin, but that does not matter. You know what? You can have that, I guess. Unfortunately, don't get the Collector. Also not killing you, which is a concern. Oh, wow. I really would have liked the Collector. Unfortunately, don't have the Glimmer yet. Concerning, to say the least. Should be fine damage-wise, though. But yeah, like, my scaling is not great. But we're working on it. We're working on it. Okay, so you get that now. So now you're constantly gaining max HP, which will be good into the whole making sure we don't die to Ajax situation. I think it'll be okay. It's just that I'm not particularly good at damage scaling at the moment. And so I don't want Ajax to ruin my shit, shall we say. I'm fine with that. We'll just heal with this a little bit. But like, I've got 18 spikes on my dude. I've got a lot of HP. He has a little bit of Pyre Gel on him. And then we're fine, and we get rid of that, and everything's great. And we come out in good shape. And once again, our Animus is gaining permanent +10 attack. Which is alright. It's not bad. We're up against Savagery, which is maybe a concern later. Soldier of Fortune is cute. Stuck Up Whelp is also kind of cute. I think I'm willing to take Stuck Up Whelp for now. In the long run, it doesn't matter so much. But I think I will take it. And we will definitely loot this. Shale Shell is vaguely relevant now. I mean, I guess it was always relevant because I had the bloated whelps, but now I also have the stuck-up whelp. I'm just going to take Ember Charge, though. And we're definitely taking Expanded Coffers. Absolutely what I wanted to see. Would have been plenty happy with Sinner Salve as well, but too bad. Too bad. So, now, what do I do with this information? I do want to go here looking for, like, Multi-Strike or maybe Quick for the Animus. I also want to go here looking for, like, Remove Consume on the Alchemy, so I can try to get to Max Horde easier. It's still probably going to take me 2 battles to get up to 12. Wow, hello, have we already finished? Yep, first 2 runs of the night, we knocked it out, and then we lost twice very quickly and badly. It was a terrible showing, but we're on a decent run now. How you doing, by the way, Constant Tom? Okay, and so Gilda gives us 4. So we can reach 10 in a battle. Spent morning restocking my meat supply, so I missed it. Well, I hope it was worth missing it for. And by that I mean I hope you enjoyed your morning. I do want to visit here so I can merge the lava armor and the old growth. So I'm not exactly sure how we're going to deal with the sweepers, but we'll figure that out. There are ways. I think I want to go here and greed and try to set up the alchemy. Yeah, that's what we're gonna do, I guess. Alright, this is greed, but greed that we're willing to do. Don't hate Dante's Footstool. Shadow Sheath is sort of interesting, but I don't think it's interesting enough for us in this day and age. Do I care about any of these? Meat Shield, kind of cute if we wanted to put that combined with the old growth instead of the lava armor. At least I bought 7 kgs of quite good pork and a good brownie in a cafe near the bazaar. If I correctly understand what bazaar means in English, though. I mean, that sounds like good morning. Like, I would enjoy that. So I think I'm going to skip these. And then I'm going to figure out my life's game plan. Because I'm still lower than I want to be on things. I guess I'll do that. No, I was really hoping for Remove Consume. Fine. I guess we'll do that, even though it barely matters. I am going mad with power. I am just sad that I didn't get Remove Consume. Because if I had gone Remove Consume, and yeah, I shouldn't have spent that gold, it's fine, I got carried away. If I had done Remove Consume, then I could have gotten to 12 Horde on this fight. And sadly, I cannot. So, that's going there. Already forgot that I had a room that I draw with Dante's Footstool. I was thinking that I still need to get one, since this one's already deployable. You're going there, and I have to decide whether I want the Sacrificial Chamber there or on bottom floor. And I think I want on bottom floor, because I think top floor is basically only going to get me 3 kills. It's 4, and I forgot that it's these guys. So I will have to deal with corruption, kind of. I do really want to do the Stuck Up Wealth, but I also really want to do the Alchemy, so we're going to do the Alchemy. So here we go. Fun fact, I lost 7 kgs during last year, so carrying 7 kgs of pork felt like a reminder. That is an interesting thing. Well, let's gain gold where we can, I guess. It doesn't matter too much that our dude is gaining corruption, since we're just going to be gaining so much max HP that no one cares. So first off, let's kill you so we don't get sapped, because the sap is relevant to my life. I'm going to do that just for the draw, even though it does deprive me of a little bit of gold. Oh well. I mean, you can have that, I guess. It doesn't really matter. Yeah, not killing you. I'm definitely not that strong yet. Which is part of why scaling with the Hollows pisses me off, because their scaling is bad and a little awkward. Like, it's meant to be offset by the fact that you are getting healing at the same time, so you're getting defense as well. But rarely does that actually feel like it's worth it. Yeah, whatever, fine, here we are. Still sad that I can't get to Max Horde. Oh, we got an aggressive egg now. That is true. God, I can't play you out anywhere. I mean, I can play you here, but who cares? Whatever. We should be fine against Quoto. Also, I mean, maybe we're not. I mean, we're basically there. Yeah. And now we have Avarice. I really wanted that earlier, but I passed on it so I could do other things. I was like, why are you at no HP? And it only looks weird because Awakening Thicket by default gives them 20 extra max health. And so he normally has 1 HP. It's just that it looks a lot worse than it is. Anyways, we're doing this so I can heal, because why not? And then none of this actually matters. I guess playing this does give me a bit of extra gold. Except it doesn't, because it wasn't there when I did that. It's fine. Doesn't matter. We're leaving this. I could have got myself a little bit of extra gold if I had done that in the right order or reset. Does not matter. Overall, we're generating plenty of extra gold all around. And we're doing okay. Oh no, Quoto. Still pisses me off that we got to 10, but not 12. Kind of want another Stuck Up Whelp. Don't really want another Stuck Up Whelp. Don't think I need another payoff, though it's pretty cute. And none of this really matters. Edgebriar's still bad. Pyre Shards may be okay for us, but doesn't really solve the problems we need solved. Okay, so we get rid of the fragile part. Well, we're doing an okay job, but certainly not as much scaling as I want. Yeah. Those are good. We're gonna take Zone of Silence. Echo Vault for +2 egg. It does not work that way. I was talking about the alchemy, in which, yes, that does work. Don't really care. That's not my big problem. What we are doing, though, is we're swapping out Sacrificial Chamber, because Zone of Silence is just good in a number of ways. And then I need to make choices. Do I want to dupe the alchemy? Kind of. If I do that, I could cash out right now, and then I would still be able to hit 12 Horde next fight. I was going to dupe the Hollow, probably, or the Animus of Will. The Animus isn't, like, crazy impressive right now, but they are just passively getting extra attack constantly. And so that felt pretty decent. But I can also dupe the Animus later after giving it another thing. Before I forget, I am combining these two. I am making that deployable. Though that does use up all my deployment ember, which is fine. It doesn't matter about the healing, we're already full. What are we doing with life? We're probably removing some things. I still don't know exactly how I'm going to handle the savagery situation, but we'll figure it out. I do think I want to dupe this, though it is sort of on the greedy end of things. But that's fine. We're going to do that, which also means that I can cash this out now. As long as I play all my things in the coming battle. All my alchemies. I mean, I'll take Flaming Talons. Hellfire Bellow is also good. I will happily take Sparkflint Catalyst. And then we're going to get rid of a couple things, because I can. Get rid of you. And you. Okay, here we are. It's Kale time. And conveniently, we now just are going to mute his bottom floor. It doesn't stop Kale from buffing them. Could also just start with my dudes on bottom floor, which maybe is what we want to do instead. You know what? We're just going to do that. Does feel fitting for Gilda to be in the Gilded Vault. Whatever, fine. Oh, you are surviving. What an asshole. I mean, I do want to play out the alchemy, but I don't necessarily need to play out all of the alchemies right now. I just need to play out... So if I play the other... So if I play the other... If I play this and I play the other one, that puts me at 8, and then that puts me at 12. So like, that's fine. As long as I play them sometime during the battle. So we'll do it this way. Then we're gonna give ourselves Avarice. Although you are going to absorb the cultivate because it's done that way, but whatever. And I'll let that go so I can get the gold, and also because if I drew into an alchemy, I wouldn't be able to play it. And that would not be ideal. Okay. Let's do that and give some avarice before we blow those guys up. And then, I guess, give you a small bit of extra attack. It should still more or less be okay. Yeah, we'll leave that, I guess. Okay. Yeah, so even if I don't play out the second of these, I do still... I'm gonna have them absorb some of the corruption for once. I don't know, whatever. Here we are. Anyways, we're still gonna get to 12. We're maybe not gonna go to 13 Horde, but that barely matters to me. Okay, I do have a fair bit of corruption on my dude, but whatever. Alright, unsurprisingly, every single thing is fine. So we'll just heal back to full, as one does. And I don't think there's any benefit toward me doing anything here, because the longer it takes for me to kill, the more my avarice takes effect. Yes. I will say, Pyroborn Awoken definitely feels a lot better after the patch. I mean, some of it's just like, I hit the right things and it is helpful. But, yeah. Don't need the Dragon Staff. Don't know that Wildwood Tome is all that helpful for me. We'll just go ahead and skip on that. And then we're gonna make decisions. I will be getting extra upgrades as well. Unfortunately, there's only one dupe available, which is sad, but fine. With that knowledge, we're just going to take Ember to start. 2 draw. I mean, it doesn't matter too much for us since we are getting extra draw off the root seeds and things. Guess I'll take this. Sadly not using dragons. Don't really care about the whelps. We don't have any way to damage our own units. Fine. I'll take that. Well, we end up with a lot more Ember than I need, but so be it. I still have time to hit all of the upgrades. It's just a little awkward. We definitely want this. I mean, honestly, the Titanite is vaguely helpful. Still kind of just want to roll for, like, multi-strike. That was not helpful. Okay. I mean, I'll take this just for the gold, basically. Well, I don't need to get rid of you now that I have so much deployment ember. It's ridiculous. Yeah, my deck does not have a lot going for it, I gotta say. We are going to struggle soon. So, that's a thing. Well, I am sadly just going to give you extra attack, I guess. Really not what I wanted. Fine, whatever, who cares. I'll make adjustments in the future, but so be it. So we're going to set up on mid-floor, because we do have Zone of Silence to just stop those guys from doing things, which gives me a little bit of time to get rolling. And you'll just die, who cares? I have so much Ember on this turn. And they get a bit of Pyrogel for Ascending now, which is not the worst. Yeah, it lets me draw into something, which is vaguely helpful. And I am not really hurting for the gold right now. I mean, obviously, like, final... Merchant of Trinkets is still pretty expensive if I want to, like, buy out everything. But hey... do I actually want you on this floor, or do I... I think I do. Even if you're going to start taking Cultivate procs like a jerk. Oh. That's fine. It doesn't matter if we're not killing you on this floor, because Gilda can finish you off. It's these sorts of floors that worry me a lot more. I mean, that certainly helps. But certainly ain't enough. This is what I was talking about when I said that my deck does lack in damage scaling. I mean, it's sort of okay. Like, I'm gonna have a bunch of Pyre, health, and damage thanks to the extra relics. Extra artifacts. But whatever. So be it. Honestly, I guess I'll just leave you on the floor, because it's an extra hit. Oh, I maybe should have done that here to soften you up a little bit. Barely matters. Okay, well, we're doing what we can. Alright, well, we're making it work, more or less. I mean, like, I am going to take some damage from you because you do heal thanks to Heaven's Seal, but, whatever. So long as we kill Rax on mid-floor, I'm not too worried about the general situation. And it is all just giving me extra gold, which, you know, who am I to complain? Alright, so, unsurprisingly, we're fine here. We pay off to recover at least a bit of the health. And then we go to town. Ooh. Ta-da! God, my deck is not great. I really wish I could dupe more. I will take a Dragon's Breath. I will take a Shard Channeler just to master it, I guess. I will definitely loot this. Fine, who cares? Yes. I honestly might want the capacity now. I mean, the draw is nice, but I think I'm just going to take capacity. I don't know how much that matters, but it might be useful. Regardless. For some reason, forgot that I actually had one more Merchant of Steel. I was thinking that this was something else right here. That's fine. All the dreams come true. That is so many dreams. Congrats. Well, thank you, Generic. How you been? We do want Spirit Breaker's Charge. Don't really care about that, I don't think. I do want that. Okay. Honestly, I should have bought the... I'm blanking on the name of it. The thing that deals damage when we do a consume card. Probably should have bought that too. Because I do have a fair bit of consume cards, which would just soften up the first couple waves. I will do the Curse of Vines, I guess, just for the sake of it. And yeah, here's the multi-strike that I would have enjoyed. On the Animus. Like, it's whatever. Yeah, I mean, none of this matters. Not really. Anyway, so Gilda gives us how much? She gives us 6. So we don't need the other alchemy now. And I guess I'm just going to get rid of this. And then we're going to dupe the Animus. And then we're going to wish that I had Quick on it, which I'd considered earlier, and then I didn't. And maybe it will still be okay. We don't really know. I guess I'm still going to get rid of some of the root seeds. They barely matter to me. Neither does the sharpen, really, but I guess I'll keep it. I don't know. Here we are. I'm mostly just worried about the sweep units. I don't know that I really need to get rid of that Whelp. And honestly, maybe better not to get rid of the Whelp, since it does fuel Spirit Breaker Charge. Which I'd considered, and then I just... Here we are. Anyways, so we'll play that there so we can avoid things for turn. Oh, and Gilda's probably going to die, and so is the egg. We'll see what we can do about that. Well, maybe going to struggle to get what we need. Unfortunately, we have the Restoration Detonation on the wrong turn. Oh, actually, I do probably want to do that Glimmer on bottom floor. So a couple things. We want to do that. We do want to soften them up. But also, honestly, just give you the spikes. I think we're still going to do that there, though. Should have probably done the healing first. Oh, well. Yeah, I mean, I could have killed him with the spikes, probably. Probably what I should have done. I don't know. We'll evaluate things. Yeah, you do have a decent amount of Pyrogel now, which is kind of what I was hoping for. Okay, so I'm going to play these so I can proc the Spirit Breaker's charge and just give extra armor and extra attack with the Shale Shield as well. And then whatever will do our thing. Okay, I mean, it's working out pretty okay so far. Like, he does take a lot of damage there, but mostly fine. Guild is still going to take a chunk here. I basically draw almost the same cards every turn, which, again, is largely by design. Okay, let's do this now. Let's pull you front. And let's do that, I guess. Like, Gilda is taking a fair bit of damage, but thanks to Emblem of the Exiles, she does, like, offset a lot of that damage since she's just gaining HP every turn anyways. So that's nice. Okay, so just kill you. I guess play the Shard Channeler for the sake of it. Do a bit of damage to you. I don't know. Doesn't matter. Despite our kind of awkwardness, this should be pretty good. Like, we have enough defense to offset things, and we were killing the sweep dudes before they get to attack, which is really all we could have asked for in life. The Hollow is still taking a fair bit of damage, but not enough that it's gonna matter. Especially because we are doing a fair bit of damage to him. Like, obviously he's still got 4,000 to go, but we've already taken off 2,000, so that's not bad. Okay, so we take a little less damage on the Hollow that way, which is fine. Still taking a lot just because every time Savagery or Seraph is here, he buffs them to a hefty degree. Just to make sure you're dying. I don't think I need to do that though, but hey. Okay. Alright, so we are winning this already. In which case, there's not really any reason to be taking more damage. We'll just heal some. And we'll leave that be. And we even generate more gold. Ta-da! Okay. Taskmaster's Lash doesn't really help. Technically, I can trigger it using the Vine Grass that we're creating with the Curse Vines. But then I'd be pulling that unit to the front, and I don't really want to be pulling like the Stuck-Up Whelp to the front. So we'll take Firecracker. It's a little bit of extra damage. I get this anyways, but so be it. Technically, could have turned it down for gold, but what does that matter at this point? I already have a lot of it, and it does nothing for me. I mean, it technically gives a score. I can tell you right now, don't care about score. Oh, man. Okay. I'm pretty sure we just want to set up the same general way. Unfortunately, it doesn't silence Sarah or Savagery, but who cares? Gives us a little bit of time to bulk up. I don't really need to play out the alchemies this time. I still might want to play them just for the sake of getting them out of my deck. Yeah, that's fine. Oh, and I guess it does make the payoff better, but who cares? You know what? I'm just gonna take the Curse of Entropy damage. Don't care. It's better than sapping, my dudes. I don't have that good of damage scaling, so we'll just not worry about that whole problem. Alright. I might want to do this here just to prevent the corruption dudes. Not really. We'll just do that and still do this here. Fine. Would be nice to play the Dragon's Breath. Didn't have enough Ember for it this time. Oh well. We're doing okay damage, especially with our Pyrogel generation. Kind of want to play the Sharpen. Definitely want to play the Dragon's Breath. And I don't know where I want to play it at. We don't really need help killing Dominion since our Pyre has 240 attack. Since it gets a bunch of bonus attack for having the extra boss relics. So yeah, I'm just gonna do that just to ensure that I'm killing the sweepers. I don't know. I doubt that's necessary either. Alright, so let's do that. And that. And then it would be kind of nice to play the Alchemy. We're definitely going to play the Dragon's Breath. Yeah, that's fine. We'll just do that. And then we almost kill you, but we don't. So we'll just hit there instead. Well, the guild is still alive thanks to the power of Emblem of the Exiles, outpacing the corruption a little bit. Which is cute. Okay, so let's do that first to put the extra pyro gel on. Then that. And that. And... there we go. Okay, so we're just waiting to kill Entropy now, which is gonna happen any moment. Okay, yeah. Unsurprisingly, Entropy's pretty dead. Sadly, Savagery still blocks spell damage, even when he's at 1 HP. It's an annoying occurrence, but whatever. Oh, and I do have enough damage here. I thought I didn't for some reason. There we go. Anyways, ta-da! How exciting. Only took 20 damage during that, to be fair. I did heal some. I could have healed more than I did, but whatever. Ta-da! That was a run. That was a pretty cute run. I was definitely worried about my scaling, you know, a good chunk of the way through. But it worked out. And again, I do think Awoken got a big help from this patch. Like, they made some of their units better. The new equipment and the new room are both very helpful. Just a lot of small changes were good for them. They just feel dramatically better to play, especially in this clan combo where I had bemoaned their lack of defense so much. Like, having access to Old Growth and the Awakening Thicket, all that just really helped me there. Anyways, yeah, fun run. Here we are. Hi, Cat. I know. You think it's your time. Regardless, we're stopped there for the night. As always, I would kind of like to keep playing more, but I have things to do, including sleep, among other important aspects of my life. So we're going to stop there. We'll be back tomorrow. We'll play more. We'll probably just be doing random for a bit, but I might start doing the hat trick challenge if I feel ambitious, since that will be a fun but time-consuming process. So, who knows? We might start that tomorrow, or we'll just do random. Whatever the mood strikes, we'll go from there. Regardless, thanks for hanging out. I'm glad we're finally done with all 180 crowns. It was quite the long process. But we got there. Anyways, have a nice night. I'll see you tomorrow.